Hi guys, welcome to my fourth video. So today I'm going to talk about Arsenal versus PSG, which is the UCL final taking place in Budapest. So it is going to be a very good match for the neutral audience. Now why? Because both the teams have a different kind of playing style. Arsenal plays very much defensively, whereas PSG plays very much offensively. But they can also adapt to the game and they can change their playing style according to the game. If the game needs to be played in a defensive mode, for example, the second leg versus Bayern Munich, PSG played very defensive after scoring the first goal. Same here also, if PSG scores the first goal, they will be dividing the games into sections, and they will sometimes play very offensive, sometimes play very defensive according to whatever Luis Enrique thinks. He is a master of this game. Now Arteta, he has also somewhat become a very polished manager with this Arsenal squad because he has been with this squad for many years now. It would be a good match, and my honest predictions would be 3-0 to PSG. Without any disrespect to Arsenal, I feel that the current PSG squad is somewhat miraculous. They can do anything just like they did against Inter Milan last year in the UCL final, and they also scored 5 goals past Bayern Munich. I'm not saying the Arsenal are any much less than Bayern Munich because Bayern Munich has been eliminated from the semi-final, whereas Arsenal is playing the finals. So I have to give Arsenal the upper hand, but I feel that final score would be 3-0 because the Arsenal has much better defensive players and PSG have much more attacking players, and they are used to this low block setting. Now, if I have to make a combined 11 out of these two teams, let me also clear one thing. Arsenal plays in a dynamic setup, and PSG mostly plays in the 4-3-3. But here I am going with 4-2-3-1. So in the goal I will start with David Raya in place of Safanov. Right back I would go with Hakimi in place of Luis Kelly. Left back I would go with Nuno Mendes in place of Calafiori. Centre back partnerships, I would go with Saliba and Gabriel instead of Pacho and Marquinhos. Though Marquinhos is a leader, but I would still select Saliba and Gabriel because the season Arsenal has had is incredible. In the in the midfield, I would go with Vitinha and Rice. In place of João Neves, I would choose Rice any day because Rice as a free kick taker also is very important. He has very fast pace. I know João Neves is a bulldog kind of player who chases players all around the pitch, but here Rice takes the edge. Now the front four. Desiree Doué takes place instead of Bukayo Saka because he has been injured the whole season. Martin Odegaard plays in this team instead of Eberchese. Eberchese is a very good player, but still I would choose Martin Odegaard. And the left wing I would go with Kvaratskhelia because he is some kind of a baller. I know that Trossard is a good player, but nowhere near Kvaratskhelia. Let's be honest over here. And in the centre forward, we have only one name left. It's Usman Dembele. Because as an Arsenal fan, also, if you think that Kai Havertz or Victor Gyökeres takes the place in place of Dembele, then you are delusional. Please get out of that zone. Current Dembele is a far better player than any of the Arsenal attackers. That is my bold opinion. That's it for today. See you in the next video. And lastly, train into PSG. Let's see what happens. Ciao.